Hey everyone, this video will teach you how to replace if statements with an enum to gain efficiency. The example I created for you will focus on payment methods. By payment method, I'm talking about Visa, American Express, MasterCard, Cash, etc. So let's say you have a web service that accepts requests from clients with a payment method attached. A lot of times you won't be able to predict exactly what they send you. So you'll want to get the full name. So one client may pass in VI for Visa, another one uses VS for Visa, but what you really want is the word Visa. In work environments that I've been in, we created a method that basically compares each payment with if, else ifs, and returns the full name of the payment method. We also created a method to find out if this is a credit card or not. Again, we evaluate the string with if, else if, until it finds one. While this does work, it's not efficient at all. Let me show you why. If you get a new payment method, you basically have to update two methods. And in our code, I created a class called test payment method, and I created two such methods. This is the get full name for payment method, and here is the is credit card payment. Let's assume the client sent us C for cash. The call to method get full name for payment method would result in 16 steps, the number of if else ifs, until it reaches the C equals ignore case. Then a call to method is credit card payment would result in 11 steps, 10 of them useless because it didn't match our criteria. Added up, that's 27 steps. Yes, if we had VI, it would amount to about 2 steps, but you can't count on that happening all the time. So if you take an average of 15 steps per request for both methods combined, and then you multiply that with a very low 1,000 requests a day, that would give you a total of 15,000 steps. Let's run this code just so you can see what it does. As you see here, we have the payment method from web service variable with a value of C that we're passing into each method, and it basically evaluates to cash. And is it a credit card payment? It then evaluates every single if statement, only to not match any, therefore returning false, and that's what we get right here. Now let's look at the payment method enum I created. It has 18 payment methods. It also has two methods, get full name for payment method and is credit card payment. The abstract method right here must be implemented by every enum, and this is where we'll return the full name. If you were to add a new payment method to this enum, your IDE, Eclipse or IntelliJ or NetBeans, would complain until you implemented it, or else it just wouldn't compile. So I created a class called test payment method with enum to test this out. The initial value of, that's right here, takes in the variable payment method from web service with value of C. It would require 18 steps to initialize. And basically that's the number of enums defined in your enum class, because it compiles the enum the first time you encounter it. The inner workings of enums are basically a hash map of values, the values being the enum value defined. Once compiled, it doesn't need to rebuild the hash map, and you can easily retrieve by key, which is much quicker, and that's what the value of does. So that's 18 steps if you're still keeping track. Then every time we call the two methods, we're calling it right here on the enum payment method, and it's credit card payment. That's one step each for a total of 2 steps. So if you take the same 1,000 requests a day, well, that would result in 3,018 steps. One for the value of, one for each method, so that's 3, times 1,000 requests, that's 3,000 requests, plus 18 for the enum initialization. So that's a rough saving of 12,000 steps. That's a lot more efficient. And your code will look a lot cleaner. And try it out yourself in debug mode. Thank you.